Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the nation. Mark Aregbesola take over in conflict with ADC constitution. I'm still in Labour Party, says Obi. Natasha, I'll resume tomorrow. Firms local substitution boosts trade balance. And ethnic nationalities back Wike's demand on release of NDDC forensic report. Which story are we taking?
Let me start with Natasha. So the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has moved that the suspension, upheld actually the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan from the National Assembly, but then faulted the duration of the suspension, saying that if it is required by each senator to have at least a total of 181 days in each legislative session representing their constituency, how then do you suspend a senator for 6 months? Even though she upheld that the House has every right to suspend any erring senator, but the duration was an issue because it was clashing with this requirement of the 181 days. The Justice Binta Yako also went ahead to order that Senator Natasha pays a 5 million naira fine for violating a court order by publishing a satirical apology to the Senate President on her Facebook page. And then, you know, Senator Natasha has said that she'll be resuming plenary tomorrow. So resuming business in the Red Chambers tomorrow, representing her constituency. I like the emphasis of the justice saying that to continue to suspend any senator is to deny the constituents their representation in this representative democracy that we run. And I hope that the Senate and all the key people in the Senate hear this and hear it once and for all. So we keep hearing of the, you know, the suspensions without limit. And Senator Natasha calls this a victory. She says this is a victory and she will resume tomorrow. She's happy. She's thankful to God. And by the grace of God and her supporters, she will be resuming.
Okay.
Okay, I have the one that ethnic nationalities back Wike's demand on release of the NDDC forensic report. And very funny story. It's a bulky one, but a lot of people are on the side of Wike this time. Some critical stakeholders in the Niger Delta region have thrown weight behind their behind the call by the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Nyesom Wike on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release the result of the forensic audit of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. The stakeholders Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, Ikwere People's Congress, IPC, Shekiri Leaders of Thought, ILOT, and concerned citizens of Rivers argued that there was no rationale for the non-release of the report for more than years after it has been submitted. They also added a lot of reports. Even the PANDEF Public Secretary, Ominimine Obiwevi, said the release will help to expose the rots in the commission and serve as a warning to the management of NDDC. He also mentioned that the recall, that they are not happy that the recall has not been, the report has not been published because this report was initially submitted during the time of Buhari, during the time of former President Muhammadu Buhari on October 18, 2019. It was report was audited and it was ordered, but officially submitted in September 2021. And a lot of people have called it embarrassing. The Wiche, who is the national chairman, Livingstone, IPC, he also commented on the said report. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, also mentioned that who was the Niger Delta minister then, also mentioned that it was the forensic exercise was very necessary for the reposition of NDDC and that the report should be published, that there was no reason why they would have had the report and not publishing it, that it means that President Tinubu will allow some people to smile home, which was not supposed to be, that they should expose the rot in the NDDC as Wike has called for. So we hope that the President will give an ear to them and let's see it, if it will actually be reported and published.
I'm still in Labour Party, says Obi. So I came into the, country and I heard they were in ADC. Now he said he's not, that he's still a member of the Labour Party, and that in spite of what they have just done, that what they have done is a coalition. They are not talking yet of who is leaving a party or not leaving a party. He said that the reason for this coalition is to stop President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's second-term bid in office and to introduce better government. He promised to spend, he said...
he can fix Nigeria in one...
Yes, in one term is what he said. But let me just read here. He says, my goal as a leader is to change those who need to change. You need some who have been in bad government because of their experience is critical. He said that this is not play, that a lot of people are assuming things, that he will be the running mate to Atiku, that he's not running as vice president. He believes he will be the next president of our country. He said a few things about this present administration. He says you can see that nothing is getting better and something needs to be done so that, things are better for Nigerians, and that is why they have first formed that coalition, and he's running definitely for the office of the president.
Okay, so Nigerian companies are increasingly substituting imported raw materials for locally sourced alternatives, according to a report Cardinal Stone said yesterday, indicates that the reduction in the non-oil imports was substantially due to adoption of local substitution by Nigerian companies. The first quarter report came out and shown that the country's external position remained positive for the 10th consecutive quarter, averaging about 7.5% of the gross domestic product. It was also reported that the external position was due to positive trade balance and stronger remittances by Nigerians, witnessed more export than importation. And this is a big gradual. The average Nigerian might not see that, but a lot of companies are choosing to source their raw materials locally, which obviously is good for our nation because we're trying to increase manufacturing and production in our country. Moving on now to the Punch. 10 states borrow 417 billion naira despite higher allocations. Nigeria's unity under attack from terrorists and separatists, says Tinubu. Coalition crisis brews as ADC chairman set terms for alliance. Recapitalization, 5 banks hit CBN targets ahead of deadline. And a human interest story here, NDLEA seizes UK Saudi-bound cocaine hidden in lipsticks. Okay, which story?
So I have the recapitalization. So 5 banks, let me name them. Access Bank, Zenith Bank, Eco Bank, Lotus Bank and Jais Bank are met with the recapitalization deadline of CBN, threshold of CBN. So for the first year lenders, they have a 500 billion capital base that they must meet now. National banks have 200 billion naira capital base, while those regional banks and regional authorization have 50 billion. Then non-interest banks have about 20 billion and 10 billion respectively to meet as their new capital base threshold that the CBN has given them. And the deadline is for March 2026, and these 5 banks have already met it.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good.
So with that, congratulations to them.
Okay.
The president is saying that Nigerians
I think I might have to go on a short
Okay.
break. Let me come back. We continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.